you questions that I'm gonna ask you at some point. You know what I'm saying? But you have to answer everything, honestly. Yes. And I need to hear you a little bit louder. If there's anything you could do with your volume.
Louder? I mean, I do have a low tone.
You do have a what? Yeah. So your volume is the highest you can go. It's the highest you can go.
You don't want to put it too loud.
Just make it louder.
All right, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes. All right. So to start this off, why are you echo? Is it because I'm too loud? Let me turn myself down. Hear me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why are you echo for? Maybe you should turn yourself back down the way you was.
Maybe you have an air conditioning. I'll move that out.
All right. Yeah, I still hear this. You know what? We just gonna keep going. I think I'll hold technical difficulty shit later. To start it off, who are you? What's your name? Where you from? What is your current dating status?
Damn, you nosy. Well, Poshii. Obviously, I'm a mompreneur. I have my own podcast, Two Peas in a Pod. I have a clothing line, Village of Clothing. I also work the doors at certain venues and, just out here trying to get it. But in any event, my dating...
Come on.
I'm dating. It's complicated. There you go. What else you need to know, Nosy?
Are you in love right now?
Yes, I am.
All right. And you're a Pisces too, so we love.
We do.
But we have our ways.
We can be toxic.
And it's fun sometimes. But we love who we love.
Uh-huh.
But y'all just not committed right
now. People just keep getting in the way. So we're just trying to figure things out, as we go.
Okay, understood. Now, are your kids acquainted with this man at any type of level? Is there what's going on with that?
Because they love him. They adore him.
Okay.
I don't know why, but they do.
Okay.
What else you want to know, Nosy?
What? I mean, I'm just trying to. This just makes the conversation better. By the way, in the midst of all of this, you want to ping pong back, ask me any type of question, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't like an interview and shit. Like, we having a conversation.
Don't worry, I'm going to see your black boy last minute.
Yeah, I'm just getting a feel for you. I'm just catching the vibe real quick, Pisces. You know what I'm saying? Ever been married?
No. Well, I was, but he passed away.
Okay, condolences. Are you open to the possibility of getting married again?
Before I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit skeptical about it. But when I met him, I was like, yeah, I can see myself settling down with him.
Okay. Yeah, you feeling something.
Shut up.
He be dropping it off.
I won't say he doesn't drop it off, but
He be
I'm a
breaking,
Pisces.
he be
So
breaking that ass up.
As a fellow Pisces, sex is not everything. There has to be a mental stimulation there.
I understand. Yes, I do understand that. It really, as I've matured as a man, I have realized that there's just no fun. There's really no fun in just continuing to sleep with people you know you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
So I have my back and forth to where even now I'm contemplating if I should just go celibate like after the summer. Like I should maybe like knock a couple more bitches' heads off. But once September comes,
Go ahead, go for it.
I might just be celibate the rest of the year because I feel like I ain't really been meeting no women who it's like a, you know, like a real connection.
Action. Yeah.
It's just, she cool, I beat it. Yeah, it's like that. Then it's like when you in situations like that, you gotta worry about catching STDs, getting the wrong girl pregnant. You know what I mean? Women falling in love with you, want more than what you want to give them. Women stalking you. I don't got time for that shit. And I don't want to break nobody's heart, for real.
Well, I will say from experience, the whole celibacy thing, I think everyone should try that at least once in their life. I just came off of a spiritual journey last year, which I'm about to be back on one. The main focus of my spiritual journey was no sexual interactions whatsoever.
How long you went?
Almost a year. I think it was like
a year, just no cocky schmacky at all.
No cocky schmacky at all. So
no, you ain't.
See, but I actually learned that from him, and I actually learned that some men have discipline. So it just depends on the person that you're dealing with, where you see the relationship going. And it wasn't even that it was his thing, like, oh, you should. I just decided one day, like, hey, I'm going on a spiritual cleanse, et cetera. But because he has discipline, it didn't bother him.
Wait, so y'all was dealing with each other the whole time?
Yes. And I can tell you, every time
man.
I'm on that ass. So it's a struggle, but you can do it. You know, like it's mind over matter, basically, type of thing. So I guess after summer done, you'll go on your little journey. Tell me how it goes for you. You know,
I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. Yeah, I feel like why not? I got a lot of other things I need to focus my mind on. I feel like as a man, as I got older, I realized, you know, we come from a toxic environment as young men where we're told you pretty much ridiculed for not being known for, you know, like fucking a lot of bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like if you talking to an older nigga on the block and you be like, yo, I ain't getting no pussy in 2 months, they be like, 2 months? But you gay now? Like niggas do shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and being young, you want to be cool, you want to be part of the pack, so you out here, you chasing all these random situations, you know, like, and as I got older, I started really thinking about what a man is. And then I got 2 sons, so I be thinking about, you know, like, the lessons I want to teach them. And in the beginning, you want to tell them, hey, yo, listen, be lit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a million bitches. But over the last couple years, I've been like, you know, that shit really don't make you no more of a man, you know, like, as a matter of fact, you kind of like whoring yourself out, like you prostituting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you giving your body away too. It's not just a woman giving her body away.
Exactly.
You doing it too. And you sharing spiritual energy with people.
Oh, I was just getting ready to say that. People forget that we're spiritual beings in human flesh. So each time that you have intercourse with someone, intertwining souls right there off the rip. So if you're sleeping with multiple partners, you have her energy, the next one energy, that one energy. And then for women, if a man is sleeping with multiple women, guess what? He's bringing their energy right on to you. So yeah, you might want to And obviously, you don't want to put yourself in a situation that you can't get out of, like an STD that you can't get rid of, or maybe being stuck with a kid with somebody that you don't even want to co-parent with. So, yeah. But,
Exactly. You know, like I don't want to block my blessings. I don't want to be spending my time with the wrong woman, and the woman who I'm supposed to be with is somewhere, and because I'm with this one over here, I wasn't where I was supposed to be. You know, I've been in love before, and I know that shit, you don't really never look for that shit. That shit finds you.
It will find you. It will find you.
You don't be looking, and it be like very random. You know, like it's never, you know, so when people say, yo, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, you know, it's like, you're not going to find what you're looking for. You shouldn't even be looking. When you're looking, you settle.
I think I like the fact that you mentioned the OGs in the hood. A lot of them are misguided their damn self.
They ruined us.
I feel like with a lot of older people, like me as a mom, I'm very skeptical on people giving my children advice. Because I feel like with some people, I won't say everybody is that way, but I feel like with some people, it's like, for example, a woman, she lost her virginity when she was 12, 13 years old. Don't give my kid no advice. Oh, wear condoms, this, that's, third, and the other. Because I feel like somewhere in the back of their mind, they have resentment. So this is why a lot of adult women will, oh, are you having sex? And try to give the whole birds and the bees speech and shit like that. No, because you lost your virginity at 12 doesn't make it okay for another person's child to lose their virginity at 12. Same thing with the men, because you were swinging on the block or doing what you was doing at whatever age. I feel like in the back of their minds, they have some type of resentment. They wish that they could have done things better. So they gonna guide you on a path that they went on, so that it's like, look at this dumbass nigga doing the same shit I'm doing, when they know in fact that you can do better. And of course, in our community, people want to see you do good. They just want to see you do better. You see? So, yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question. Since you're talking about advice and all of that, right? So, I got two sons. They 10 and 9. They both was born the same year. You know, I believe I mentioned that on Facebook.
Little twins.
Project twins, yeah. I got my oldest with me right now. He seems like, mind you, I say he's 10, but he seems like, and plus, you know, like, he's still on the block where I grew up at, like with his mom and all of that. So I can imagine the type of things he was probably exposed to, the same type of shit at an early age. But it seems like he's ready for the talk. Okay. You know, like, so even though he's 10, do you feel like it's too early to give him the talk?
I don't. For one, as generations come, they're more.
Hold on, give me 1 second. What you saying?
So I was saying that as generations come, and as time passes, they're more and more advanced. You'd be surprised at what, especially going to school, being in the park, these kids are exposed to so many different things. I just feel that as a parent, you do what you feel is best. You and yours, not what society thinks. Because your son might be 10, but because of what he's exposed to, per se, when he's not around you, or even when he's around you, you don't know, like, what he knows. Because obviously, kids are not just going to come out and it's not like when they're a baby, they crawl and they walk and then as they get older, they become different. So if you feel like he's ready, then I would say have that talk with him. Because for one, you want to be the one to have that talk with him again versus someone else who was misguided as a youth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you don't necessarily have to be on some vulgarness. They even have books. Like, I have an 11-year-old, I have a 14-year-old. Obviously, you know how many kids I got. So off the bat, we have books for them that teaches them about, like, for the girls, the monthly stuff and all of that. And they have books for the boys too. It's just on your child and what you feel like they can comprehend and understand. So I wouldn't listen. The problem is we judge too much instead of trying to, so he's ready, then he's ready.
I bet, yeah. So before I send him back to New York, I'm just gonna sit the nigga down. Like, yo, listen, man. But I'm gonna just tell him to guard his heart, man. I'm really gonna tell him, don't sleep with nobody you don't feel like you love. That's one thing that wasn't told to me, you know what I'm saying? My moms ain't really give me the talk. She kind of like was in my crib, my room snooping one day and found a condom in the drawer. And she was like, Julius, what is this? I'm like, what? And then she told my sister. My sister came. She a dietitian. She a nurse and shit. She like, hey, listen, it's a lot of people your age I see all the time. They come in with AIDS, herpes, this, that, and the third, like try to scare me and shit.
She's not.
I'm about to just tell my son, just make sure you love whoever you sleep with, man. Because I'm not even into the whole no more like dude trying to tell dudes go ahead and smash as many women as possible. I do feel like you should get to a certain number so you just know how to deal with women and know how to talk to women. And you have enough experience to where if you meet a woman you really like and you sleep with her, you know how to satisfy her so you're not terrible.
Well, I don't think you need to give him that talk yet. But being in the medical field, yes, there are plenty of people who are diagnosed HIV positive or diagnosed with AIDS. Like, I can't put, patient HIPAA and all that shit, patient confidentiality, but I've seen some young ones, like, who are just fucked up and kill themselves because they was committed to somebody that was doing some next shit behind their back. And then, so, yeah, your sister's not lying, but I feel like the best thing is like start it off. I don't know, maybe you've had these conversations already. Like for me, once my kids started going to daycare or even school, listen, there's a such thing as good touch, bad touch. Like right now I have children, because these kids are so advanced. Do you feel like your body, like I said, she's about to be 12, like her body is developing. So we ask questions like, do you feel, and it may seem like, I don't even want to say it's perverted because guess what? That's my kid that came out of me.
It's not.
Oh no, my kid. Because when she goes to school, those Lil Darren and her mom probably be sliding niggas through every day and night.
Yeah.
And you feel me? Like, he hears some shit that he don't need to be hearing, and he come to school and might want to try to reenact or whatever the hell, because these kids don't even know half the time like what's going on. They just know what they see. Feel me? So maybe start with that. Like I ask my kids, anybody touch you? Like
facts, heavy on that.
So like I said, I feel like it's up to the parent, the type of parent you are, and again, the type of child that you're raising.
Yeah.
I don't follow society bullshit.
Yeah, they trying to like raise our kids for us because we allow them too much power. We really got to take it back in our own hands, for real. It's a lot of neck shit going on. You know what I'm saying? It's wild shit. Kids going to school, they being brought into the library, drag queens reading to them without permission, and you finding out they was sex offenders. When you do research on them, like it's all type of wild shit going on.
They're teaching the kids about sex at an earlier age. I remember being in like middle school, almost going into high school. So that's like 8th grade, where we would have these sex education classes. And to me, they didn't promote sex. if anything, they scared you into not wanting to have sex.
Yeah.
Or promiscuous, they go do what they want. Nowadays, it's like they're promoting have sex to me.
Exactly. I heard they got some type of book.
Mm-hmm.
Some type of book about masturbation and all that.
No, they do. They do have books
in the schools and shit.
Yes, they do. Like, I just found out from one of my kids that they was learning about sex in school. As soon as I heard that, clip that shit quick. Don't teach my kids shit about that. When that class comes up, send them somewhere else. Straight up. It's simple. That's something that I could do on my own. I don't want you telling my kids some shit. They start getting the idea in their head, or they friends is, whatever. Because the peer pressure to date is different from when we was growing up. Back in the day, niggas was peer pressuring you to smoke weed and shit. This generation peer pressuring you to go fuck somebody's daughter.
Yeah. Then we in a different era. Like, back in the day, it was like, it was rare for a little boy to get head, for a girl to get head.
No.
Now it's like,
they're exposed to too much.
Now it's like niggas and women is licking the asshole willy-nilly and shit. It's all public and all of that.
And that's your prerogative, people.
It's different. That's your prerogative. But it used to be a little bit more like decorum about it back in the day. Like, that's all. Everybody was doing what they was doing, but
you didn't know. Unless motherfuckers was, running their mouth. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. It was a little more like, I might do it, but don't tell nobody. Now it's like, they promoting it.
Yeah, but it's crazy you said that, because earlier I had a homegirl post on Facebook and it bugged me the fuck out. They have this stigma around the Caribbean culture that West Indian men don't eat pussy. They don't eat.
Yeah, that gotta be cat.
On your show, because I curse a lot, but in short,
curse, let it fly.
When you post to YouTube, they will flag you for like the first 30 seconds, I think it is. But we good. But anyways, and in the video, the lady was dancing at Carnival, and the man's face is just in her butt, and then he started like.
Was that when they was in the water?
No, they wasn't in the water. It's
that's a different
Carnival and stuff. He just. But then right there, as the float is going by, I noticed a child that's like 5-6 years old.
Yeah.
Now, for one, I can't be mad at the parent because, I can be mad, but then I can't be mad because you want your child to experience different things. It was basically like a parade. So who don't want to take their kids to the parade? But then you have the adults doing some shit that, the child don't even need to be here, or y'all need to remember that it's children watching. Like, so again, kids be exposed to so much shit. Now, God forbid, that child get older or somebody touch her, she's gonna think that that's okay because I seen the guy go in the lady's butt. You feel me? Like, it's just too much. So it starts at home, definitely. I don't know, but to each their own. That's all I
real, man. All right, so let's get into the main topic of today. Main topic is stepdaddy is a thankless job. Mm-hmm. And you being someone who is single but not single, but not with your baby daddy. Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about why I feel this way. I'm glad you agreed, because a lot of women wouldn't agree, and I find that we in a strange place. We in a strange place where, unfortunately, we have our women who may be raised a certain way. There's a certain type of woman that raised their kid a certain way, but they also expect to have a man in their life, have a man protect, provide for her and her children, no matter what number it is. One better, doesn't matter. But at the same time, the man is basically living there, and he's just like a resource. He's just a wallet, and his his manhood is not being respected within the home. Like, for instance, and I got more than one instance, but stepfathers really go through a lot. And it don't even be dealing with the kids of another man in the house. But we're going to touch on that before I go to the next level. I remember I seen a video recently. There was a man, he's 30. He's living with his mother and her man. Husband, I think. So the husband who pays all the bills, he's on camera. And he's telling his stepson, he like, yo, listen, you don't work, you're not trying to work, you're not trying to help pay no bills, you don't even be trying to wash the dishes and take the garbage out. Like, you need to get out.
Yeah.
You're not being a man. You need to get out. You know what I'm saying? So while they having that word, the mother is there. She like, I told him he could stay until he ready to leave. I told him he could stay. He like, why you trying to argue with my son? Why you trying to argue with my son? He like, I pay the bills in here. This is my house. She like, it's his house too, just as much as it's yours. So then the son is getting egged on. So he like, yeah, my mother said I could stay. They get into a fuss about it. The mother ends up saying, if anybody needs to go, you can go. You can go. And my thing is this, you don't know how long that man was with that woman, how many birthdays, Christmases, you know, how many of these special days came by where he was spending money on that brother, you know, buying birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, all type of shit. The man wasn't getting no respect in his house.
Oh, yeah.
That he paid bills in. Do you feel like that's right? And can you explain how a woman in that position is supposed to maneuver? If she's not with the person who she had a child with, but she has a new man who's following the responsibilities that he's supposed to follow.
So I will say this: the mother's wrong for one, and this is why a lot of our men are the way they are, because their mothers treat them more like they damn man than their son. If my dude is taking care of my household and help me raise my children, is nothing that he can say unless he's abusing my kids, then that's a different story. But if he say, you gotta go, my nigga, you gotta go. As a woman in your right mind, you're supposed to be saying anyway, like, okay, you're not working, you're not going to school, but what are your plans? Like, I do this for my kids now. I have grown kids. And I'm constantly, what is your plan? Because delaying up all day, playing video games and doing this is not gonna help you later on in life. Like, I'm a person, I try to prepare my kids for the real world. So my kids will tell you, like, people, they think I'm nice. My kids, I'm not nice. Especially, and I had to tell them earlier, like, I do that because when you step outside into the real world, you're gonna experience a different lifestyle than being at home with mommy and daddy. But for one, that to me shows me the respect that you have for your man or your husband who provides for you. So him as a man, since he can't go, if I was a man, honestly, I'm out. You and your son with that. Since you want to baby him and coddle him and, oh, he ain't got to go nowhere and da-da-da-da. See, you don't want to be, I'm out. That was very disrespectful to me. Because for one, it's already a hardship on him. He's taking on another man's responsibility that he doesn't have to. He's not obligated to do. But obviously, the love that he has for you, whatever comes with you, he's okay with it. Listen, we can do this all night. I'm telling you now, because whenever people decide to chime in, or once you upload this to YouTube, I'm considered what you call a pick-me ass bitch. And I had to, pick me, motherfucker, because what is the whole purpose of all this shit? So if I'm a pick me bitch, yes, I am. Any woman that is doing that, you have no respect for your man whatsoever, and you should not be with that man. That's the case. Go be with your son. But no.
Yeah, I like to think about a lot of things. Like, I'm big on overall understanding human nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is why I get along with a lot of people. A lot of people like and respect me because I can see things from my point of view and other people's point of view.
That's our nature.
For better or worse. For better or worse. I always try to understand why people do the things they do. And I know a lot of things that give people a reason to do certain things is connected to trauma, losses in your life, you know, things like that. Psychologically, I be thinking sometimes, like, this could be, like, a lot of times when you see a woman, she got her son, and let's say, for whatever reason, she chased her baby daddy away, maybe. Or just didn't work out. And she still wanted to be with him, but for whatever reason, she had no choice. Maybe he died, or maybe he just left because she wasn't the one. And then they get to an age where they should be pushed out the nest to be men, and they enable their sons to be weak. I be thinking it's like, because psychologically, it's possible you may not realize that you trying to hold the peace of the man that you lost, you trying to keep it with you forever, but you're stunting your son's growth.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, I agree with that, but I also think a lot of it has to do with as well. I was a teen mom. A lot of women, especially back in the older generation, they were teen moms, didn't have a husband, whatever the case may be. They had to survive how they had to survive.
Yeah.
I think sometimes with that, it's a guilt trip too. Because just like how we say women have daddy issues, I've done seen it. There are plenty of men with mommy issues.
Yes.
Plenty.
Now, briefly,
on that.
As you continue in your point, tell me a couple of explanations of a man who may be dealing with mommy issues. Like, how does he maneuver in life? Like, what kind of attributes does he have? What does he do?
Okay, so some of these men, the streets face them. I will say that. But just because the streets face them doesn't make them bad. Some of them actually do know how to maintain finances. Some of them do know how to maintain a household. Some of them do know how to cook, things like that. I will say, even if they're not a street dude and it's a 9-to-5 dude, even though they have mommy issues, they still have some attributes that can make a relationship work. The woman just has to be willing to work with it. I won't say they're not capable of doing anything or they don't bring nothing to the table. But because they have mommy issues, like, he might be a dude that busts his ass and works hard and takes care of home. But guess what? He's verbally abusive. Because he lacks something somewhere along the line. I mean, from his mother. You have men who they get arrested, their mother don't fuck with them. I understand you want to teach your son a lesson, but at the same time, while teaching your son a lesson, like, I get the whole tough love thing, but when it comes to certain stuff like that, you still gotta show that mommy, like, you know you fucked up, but mommy got you. Feel me? Because then when they meet a woman that will hold them down, they don't know how to register that in their mind, because all they thinking of is, damn, when I was 17 and I got locked up, this bitch left me for dead, even though she really finished. I'm a lesson. But they don't realize that until later down in life, when they like 50 and shit, trying to figure out why they going through crisis and all that stuff. But in any event, like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot, but
a lot of trauma people deal with, especially. There's a whole lot of mommy and daddy issues going on.
Yeah. And that's where the toxicity comes in.
It's a whole lot. Alright, so I want to speak about two things that fear me when it comes to dealing with women who have kids with other men, right? Two things that fear me, and it might be a third reason, but two off the bat. Which is why I've been a little bit apprehensive. Like it's impossible to be dating and date women who have no kids, and that's gonna be majority. It's like I'm in my 30s. You're not really gonna see that. But the reason why I've had like fears of being apprehensive about getting serious, one of the reasons is this. The first reason, when I was in my early 20s, I had dealt with a woman named Brittany, right? So
telling names, good, but I'm listening.
Yes, you're being transparent in this motherfucker. A woman named Brittany, right? I love this woman. I first met her, we ain't have no kids. But it was, it was complicated. One of those, when you young and you in your early 20s, everybody think they too lit. You know what I'm saying? But I loved her. We was doing our thing. We was splashing. We ended up not dealing with each other for like 2 years. 2 years passed by. We both had our first child already. So at this point, I'm deep in the middle of baby mama drama with my son's mother. Because this is a situation where I slept with a woman who I ain't know like that. She ended up having a baby. I end up, attempting to be a father. And in the midst of that, you getting to know somebody and you like, damn, I don't even know you. If I really would have known you, I might not even slept with you. But I'm still dealing with the situation. And then at the same time, I was being messy. Me and my baby mom back and forth beefing. I'm still like sleeping with her and all that. Being a typical dirty Bronx nigga, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? But I had Brittany. I remember just being broke, being in my mother's crib, having her son sleep over. Then I'm dealing with the threat of my baby mother popping up at the crib at any time, like day before, all type of shit. But moral of the story was, I loved Brittany. We was working on something. And I was starting to get attached to her kid. We was having our sons around each other. This is like early in the game. So as my son is learning new words and stuff like that, he's saying her name, her son's name and all of that when they're not around. Baby mom's getting tight. You know what I'm saying? But then I got to a point where the relationship just wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. I was dealing with a lot of stress, pressure. Mind you, I'm broke, no job, in my mother's crib. I'm fake shacking up with my girlfriend and her son multiple days of the week. I'm feeling like as a man, I'm just not being a man. And on top of that, me and us having low relationship problems, infidelities on both sides and things like that. But at the same time, I loved her son. So when we broke up, part of the pain of already breaking up with somebody you love, I never saw her son again, even though I still thought about him. And I would have my own son, and my son would be saying his name, asking to see him and all that. And that's a whole other layer of pain that I had to deal with that. So ever since then, I've never seriously tried to get involved with a woman who's had children, so that's one thing. And then the second thing is, we going back to respect now. If you dealing with a woman and her children are unruly, and I'm not speaking on girls because if I had my own daughter, I don't even think I could even raise my hand to my own daughter. Her mother would have to take care of that. So I wouldn't feel like I gotta discipline anybody's daughter. But the sons, the alpha thing starts happening when they get older, and they start feeling themselves. The alpha thing starts to happen, Even my son right now, upstairs right now, he be like fake challenging me. And I'd be like, yo, listen, the day you could beat me is the day you could tell me whatever you want.
Exactly.
Let them know right now, the day you can beat me, you know, and I'm telling them, like, you will never be able to beat me, so just do what I say because I know what's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? No. Eat a fruit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what does a man do when her son gets 14, 15, 16 and he start getting a little bit unruly? Because here's the thing that I know about women. As far as their children, they have this lioness thing where they got to protect their cubs. And that will show even against the man who they love if it's not their biological child. You know what I mean? Like, if it's the biological father and the biological father might slap fire out his son, which I don't think every child needs that every single time. You know, there's different ways of discipline. But when we dealing with boys, you can't always just take the game away. You can't always, you punish. You know, sometimes there needs to be a physical repercussion depending on the situation. You know, like they might need to get their chest caved in. You know, like I'm a father where I'm not against, like your 14, 15, 6-year-old son get a little bit out of hand. I'm not against gut checking a nigga and curling them right there.
To be able to with no problem. If you've been in this child's life, let's just say verbatim, he's like 4 years old, 5 years old. You have that right. At this point, you stepdaddy, whether y'all married or not. Y'all been together all this time. There's no reason that you cannot chastise this child. It doesn't mean you have to do corporal punishment or beating them with chanclas and stuff. Let me tell you, my method, we always have boxing gloves. My younger kid's dad helped me raise my older kids. He had them since 4 or 5 years old. And I'm gonna tell you, our method was boxing gloves. You had an issue, put the gloves on and meet you in the backyard. Straight up. There's no physical abuse being involved. Like, I'm giving you the chance. You really feel like you buck my nigga? Let's see what them hand motions is like. Well, it shouldn't be an issue.
I approve of that.
It shouldn't be an issue. My daughters will tell you. I used to, even with them, put the gloves on. And we used to go in the backyard and I used to be like this with one hand. And they'd be like, don't play with me. So I agree with your method.
Hold on. 1 second. Somebody knocking on my head. God damn.
Like, even now.
Oh,
You good.
All right, I'm back.
Like, even now, dating someone, right? If your child is disrespectful, I'm gonna check them. I have to put my hands on them. Or, first of all, that's anybody's child off the rip. Don't play with me. Like, what I'm not gonna do is a disrespectful child. If I address it to you, because I'm gonna give you the option first to check your child.
Yep. Got to.
If you not checking them and they around me, I'm going to check them. And if you don't like me checking them, then guess what? You and your child can go on their merry way. Because I don't do, my own kids is not allowed to disrespect me. So if you think I'm gonna let somebody else can, just because I'm dating them, come and just, no, y'all can beat it. You ain't the kid to pack it up. Now, as far as you being traumatized, I can understand. And it sounds crazy, but this is like the most pettiest thing to me. I feel like if you're in a relationship with someone for a certain amount of time, obviously the children are involved with each other. Just because we break up doesn't mean I'm gonna deny you access to my kids, or I want to be denied access to your child. Because at the end of the day, we have that bond. So no matter what we go through, we're adults. So we're supposed to be able to maintain ourselves, whether we together or not, because these are children. It's one thing if they teenagers, teenagers, once they hit a certain age, they don't give a fuck about shit. They off trying to hang with their friends and shop and do all that extra shit. It's cool.
Yeah.
But when they're young, to me, that's just petty. So I can understand your stance on that. Like for me, I don't like dating men with children because women have this ego where they like to control men. And the minute the man begins to move on in his life and the baby mother see that he's happy, the minute she loses whatever ounce of control she had or has, she starts to become a problem. Then she'll start fucking with his head. This is where the whole, nigga, you can't see your kid, fuck that, This is where the, I'm putting nigga on child support. Listen, women grow up. Like, allow that man to move on. When you had him, it didn't work for whatever reason. Maybe it was him, maybe it was you, maybe the universe just didn't see y'all being an item. But y'all have to, so for me, I'm traumatized because I see it on a day-to-day basis where men move on. That was me per se, but I see it. Men move on, they're happy, they're thriving in life, and then here come the baby mother, because the first thing they're thinking is, well, what the fuck this bitch got? Or what the fuck this bitch do that? I'm losing control over him. No, I gotta get that back. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they don't even want to be with you men. Yeah. So if you get a woman that's giving you game about how your baby mother's maneuvering, some of y'all gotta stop being so defensive too. Because she's not trying to, I hate that stigma of, oh, bitches is bad, oh, because I gotta kill with him, no matter what, he gonna come back to me. Shut the fuck up. This ain't that, and that ain't this. Like, it's just so much that creates this toxic environment. And listen, I don't knock your stance on it. I know for me, you got a baby mother, you gotta come correct. Because I'm not doing the baby mama drama. You and her go be together, fix that shit. Yeah. All that. Don't come to me with it.
That baby mama drama shit is real. I dealt with that. Over the last couple years, it's been none of that, but I definitely been through the fire with gasoline drawers on. That shit is for real. And it really don't stop unless she finds somebody who she really like that's not you, or you just very clearly do not sleep with them no more. Like, it really... And unless y'all got the type of bond where y'all realize that y'all just not meant to be together, but y'all still love each other, but you could be selfless and love them enough to let them go, it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be problems.
And that's the issue. A lot of women, there's men too that do it, don't get me wrong, but I think majority is women. They just don't know how to let it go. And they become the bitter baby mother and shit like that. It's sad because there's a little human involved. I don't know if that human actually born to you per se. They might have actually been born. I don't know about they want to be your child. Like, we have to do better as a whole, you know, and it's fucked up that the first thing women do is run to child support. You know, all the men in my family, when they come to me with their drama, you know the first thing I tell them? Take your ass to family court and get partial custody of that child or get full custody of the child. You don't want to be bothered and she's this and she's that. Go get partial custody. This way you don't have to deal with shit. 6 months out the year, however y'all do it, you can do it every other day. Y'all rotate it. Or you get her this week, I get her next week, however it go. Beat them to it. If you know she about to put you on child support because you got a girl, beat her to it.
That's petty as fuck too. That shit happens.
Start encouraging men to go support their damn self. I know a guy, like, and I respect him. Him and his baby mother had a bad breakup, whatever, and with nobody telling him, he went to family court and put himself on child support. Guess what? He has the kid majority of the time, and she gotta pay him child support.
Nice. That was a nice chess move.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's the kind of shit you did. But see, men don't think like that. I think too, a lot of the times, like I spoke about this in one of my Poshii merch segments. Men are raised to be tough, So they're not supposed to show their weakness, their emotions, and this, that, third, and the other. And I think sometimes that prevents men from doing what he did as well, because they feel like, damn, if I go to court and I do this and I do that, that should make me look like a sucker. No, it makes you look like the grown-ass man that you are. You handle the responsibility without the headache. I don't know, but
I agree.
it's just different.
All right, now the third reason why being a stepdaddy is a fucked up job for most niggas.
Okay.
When you dealing with a woman that's not loyal and you allow yourself to enter this relationship and you not in your masculine frame. And what I mean by masculine frame is to where it's known that
What's that?
you need to be respected at all times.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm your man. I'm a father figure to these children. I'm not just a wallet and resource. When you're dealing with a woman that's not loyal and the man doesn't have a certain amount of respect come his way from that woman, it could be Friday night. You in the house with some kids that's not even yours, while your woman is out in the club being scandalous.
Wow.
We all know people like this. We all know situations like this.
Wait, what?
She do whatever she want. She doesn't even have sex in the crib with the man there. Sweet.
But I know somebody like that, and they don't like it now because I said what I said and I stand on it. Bitch, if you ever see this, I'm standing firm and strong on that.
This is what she put that man through. You know what I'm saying? And she'd dip off, go somewhere for a couple days.
From New York?
In New York.
The Bronx? She don't live in the Bronx no more though. She lives in the part of New York where niggas don't even go to. They go to Miami before they go there. Cause you got me thinking it's the same bitch, but nah.
Nah, I'm assuming
I ain't gonna lie. Females are fucking trifling. I say this shit all the time.
What are you talking about? It's that toxic shit. He could have put her out at any point. I'm not with that. I put a bitch out in your kids. The stroller be outside the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put a box of Pampers on top of that shit. Safe travels.
Good Lord.
I mean, I'll put a bitch out. And hey, listen, I love children. Your kids can't be here if you're not respecting me. So,
all I know is
go to shelter. So,
first, make me a female for a reason. I say this shit all the time. I couldn't have been no dude, bruh, because they would have had more.
Because y'all worse than
like
us.
that, but. And I'm not saying a dog in the sense of being a whore, but bro, the way I would have been fucking handling bitches, I was meant to be a female. Because women are fucking trifling. You are sleeping with men while your man, wait. You go to clubs and, all right, you can go to the club. I don't have a problem.
Dancing on multiple penises.
See, that's out of order. When you're in a relationship, you should not be dancing on no fucking body. Now, if it's you and your homegirls and...
You frontin'. You did that before. Hush. Frontin'. You did that before.
For one, when
you be shaking that thing. You used to shake that thing.
First of all, and I'm still shaking it at this age that I am. But guess what? I do not dance on random ass niggas. And as soon as a random ass nigga come and dance on me,
it's even worse. You dancing with a nigga you know. You probably fuck the nigga.
Never. For one, I usually just dance by myself. And I got videos to back this up. Back. I'd rather dance by myself than to dance on anyone. I don't want nobody dancing on me. That's one. Now, I might do a little two-step with my homegirls or some shit and be twerking on them, or somebody I know. Doesn't mean I fuck them, because guess what? That is in the club. That is for that moment. When we leave, that's my homie. People have to know how to have control over themselves, and that's the problem. They don't. Again, the words of today, kids, is discipline, because a lot of you motherfuckers don't have it. But especially if you're in a relationship, there's no reason you dancing on random ass niggas. That's a disrespect to your relationship right there. Because to me, that's saying, if given the opportunity, one step. It's the same as texting the bitch and then he deleting it. Ladies, it's the same thing. But going to the club, then bringing niggas to the crib, blacking them. Sir, I'm gonna need you to get some balls. See, men sometimes be a detriment to themselves too. Because if you know that this is the type of woman that you have, why even waste your time? You know you can't turn, and I'm not gonna say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but sometimes it takes the right nigga to make a bitch say, you know what, I'm gonna sit the fuck down and have a seat.
Yes. But that man has to be in his masculine frame.
Exactly.
Women respond to power.
That right there. But what I will say that I noticed is a lot of men do not know their value. They don't know that they're kings. They don't know that they come from royalty. But these men right here, I'm speaking to you. You have to, just like y'all quick to tell women love yourself and have self-worth, then you need to do that too. Because why is a woman living with a man, going to the club, gyrating on strangers, then bringing them to the house to splat, and you're okay with this? She must got some fucking bomb ass
fire.
Her game must be better
She
than
must have some heat.
Some shit. She got some next shit going on.
She got
I'm
some
not a
pressure.
nigga. I could be a nigga for a day. I would want to see what the fuck is going on, because I've just never heard of it.
It ain't, me personally, I ain't never had pussy that was that good to make me think, you know what? If she fucked another man in my house, I would let that rock. I've never...
No.
It ain't never been that good.
I don't know. The niggas like the niggas, so I already know I'm getting choked the fuck out. Might get shot, but hey.
God damn, you know what I'm saying?
I'm joking around. It's a little dark humor, but all jokes aside, like, I don't know. I ain't gonna say I never heard of it, because I know somebody recently, a situation like this happened. And then she got upset because she got disrespected. But if this is what you presenting to men, how do you think they're going to view you? You know, you get what you put out. So if you put out whorish behavior, then a man is going to treat you like a whore. If you put out queen behavior, then a man is going to treat you like a queen. Queen, same thing with men. But he a brave one, because that bitch would have been hanging from the fucking ceiling and her kids would have been in the backyard waiting for somebody to come pick them up. Grandpa, pop, whatever they call it, auntie, uncle, come get your grandkids, kids, whatever. Like, come get your folk, because
it's a lot of disrespect going on now.
That's disrespectful. But I think the biggest thing too is that people are just settling nowadays for whatever. Like, they're just settling. They don't care. I don't know what's going on in this generation, but sir, you walk the fuck out for that one.
Yeah. Alright, so we've done the main part of this story. The main part of this video. So I would like to end this with a segment that I guess I might end up calling Spice and Everything Nice. I'm gonna ask you a couple random questions.
Okay.
And I would like for you to answer truthfully. Try to do it. Don't just automatically say I can't answer that. Don't just automatically. And you can ask some of the same questions back. We're gonna start warm. Then it's gonna get a little spicy. We grown.
Time that Young Atlas is watching. Make sure y'all. That's my production company.
What? You can't Be grown?
But anyways, I have a brand to protect, but I'm listening. What's the question?
We all got brands to protect. Alright, so look. First random question. Let me look through my Rolodex.
Lord, the nigga said the Rolodex. Come on, McStody. We know you know that shit off the top of your head.
Nah, because it's a lane. These questions could get real like spicy, and I don't want to go there necessarily, or at least not rush there. Let me see. Okay, boom. Do you feel like most women know how to get everything from a man but love? Do you feel like that's a factual statement?
That is a factual statement. I believe that. Because, again, the whole toxicity, the ego, women have ego too, not just men. The whole traumatizations, it could be from childhood, teen life, pre-adulthood, somewhere along the line. Everybody's been through a trauma. I don't care what nobody talking about. Ain't nobody like perfect. But, yeah, I definitely do think that's a thing, because just like how a man is a certain way because of how he was raised, a woman is a certain way too because of how she was raised. And the biggest thing, especially in our community, is not everybody saw somebody loving their mother or father. So people just winging it till they figure it out, in all honesty. Not everybody, but most. Then on top of it, it's like, in this society today, where grandma used to wear that robe and cook dinner and do all that shit, whether
shit is over.
Earl went to the other side of town, women knew their place in their role. Today, the women don't know their place in their role because women want to be a real nigga so bad. People glorify hoism or sadism, whatever you want to call it.
X.
That becomes a problem. Like, people are no longer looking for love. People are just looking for people to use until they can't use them no more. So, next.
All right, next question. What is the most romantic thing you've ever done for a significant other?
So the most romantic thing that I ever done, one, I think it depends on the guy. I'm a woman, I love to buy my man gifts. But I will say the whole candlelight dinner, you don't have to go to a fancy restaurant.
Nice.
On the stove, make a nice little gourmet meal myself. Nice. Have the kids go off into La La Land and just set up the room with a nice ambiance, some good music. Like, literally set my table up like as if we was in a restaurant with the little candles and the candle holder and not the shits from Bath and Body, lady. That's not romantic. That's another thing. But no, seriously, like, just set the table up like a restaurant. And I even had one of my children pretend to be the waiter with the hand on the arm.
Child labor laws, get up.
So I think that would probably be the most romantic thing. Is actually, no, last year I bought him flowers for Father's Day.
Bought him flowers?
Yes.
Why?
Flowers too.
Why you didn't bring him another woman?
No, ain't nobody coming into my bedroom. No. For that.
Could have brought it to the hotel.
Ain't nobody coming to my bedroom. But some flowers, his face.
Stingy.
And like, knowing your man, so like he's the man that's into candles, the whole cologne thing. He always smells fucking good. I hate
Ha, you ready to jump that nigga bones right now?
Every time I'm ready to jump his bone. But yeah, some flowers, some Dior, some YSL, whatever, some candles, because men like candles too. And sometimes you just have to show them something different for them to understand a different way of, like, it doesn't always have to be, like, ladies, pussy is not everything. Like, it feels good, but I would assume it feels good. I don't sleep with girls, but it's not everything. Like, actually do something for the man. Gestures like that. But I would.
All right, good answer. Next, some people would say all men cheat.
No.
Now, hypothetically speaking, do you respect a man who cheats? Like, would you respect it if you found out who the woman was and she was finer than you are? Would you respect it a little bit more?
I'm not gonna respect it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm be like, all right, nigga, finally it wasn't no fucking gorilla ape looking bitch. It actually was a bitch badder than me. But I'm still not gonna respect it for the sense of, if you feel like you have to cheat, just tell me you don't want to be with me.
Whoa. Slow down. See?
If you're gonna cheat, why?
Slow down. Just because a man might want a different piece, maybe once out the year, twice out the year, that don't mean he don't want to be with you. Why he gotta tell you he don't want to be with you?
Listen, if you have to cheat, okay, it's one thing if you keep it about, like, when I first met my dude, I told him, listen, I don't worry about other women. Whatever you got going on with them, that's your demons, you gotta fight. I worry about what we got going on. But don't have me out here looking stupid. Okay. If you know you fucking with Keisha, Rhonda, Tanya, Jada, and fucking Ari and all of them, at least let me know. Because give me the opportunity to say if I want to be on the team or not.
Facts.
I think that's the only way that I will respect it. If you can honestly say to me like, yo, I love you and all, or I forget the love part, we just vibing out. Like, yo, I'll vibe with you, but I got a thing on the side I'm dealing with. And I don't want to say on the side, but I got a couple things that I'm dealing with or whatever. Be 21 from the jump. Don't reel me in and then bitches is popping out the woodwork. And I'm sitting here just looking like, the fuck? Because I get it. Men look for different things in women. And I learned this from my brother-in-law years ago. Anyways, when I asked him, why are you dealing with so much women? You know what his thing was to me? If she had her ass with her job, with her pussy, and her mindset,
I definitely understand. I understand.
I would stay with her. And I'm like, damn, that's some harsh ass shit. But when I really thought about it, even for myself as a woman, I'm not perfect. I know I lack in something. And while I understood his context, I feel like if women are lacking something, you should tell her like, yo, like, coochie ain't hitting.
Nah.
Not hitting. I want to be with you. It's not hitting. It's not bad advice. Honesty is the best. Oh, listen, a woman is gonna respect you more when you keep it honest with her. I don't care
tell niggas they gotta word it correctly though. Tell niggas
I ain't saying to say it the way I said it.
Tell niggas.
You might want to read Merriam-Webster dictionary and find the right words to put it in, because right now I'm not in corporate Poshii's voice. I'm in, but just be honest. If she's lacking something, let her know what she's lacking, and don't be brutal about it either, because that's gonna make her feel insecure or make her feel some type of way. But I think that's the biggest problem. Even women, we don't want to tell our men what they're lacking. Then this is why people go out and cheat. They do. So,
y'all tell us what we lacking way more than we tell y'all what y'all lacking.
I don't.
Overall, it's all over the internet. It's all over social media. Y'all have become quite opinionated. Matter of fact, both sides.
There we go.
Both sides.
Even it up.
Both sides. There's a lot of that going on.
Men doing podcasts, especially, and coming out.
But it's more people attacking each other. It ain't like real conversations. That's another reason why I started this, because it's like conversations need to be had. But that was a good, well-balanced answer. Let's go to the next question. It's going to starting to get spicy after this next one. Keep it real with you, man. I got at least 5 spicy questions for you. But listen. Light skin or dark skin? Who's winning?
So,
who's winning?
I don't know about other women, but me for myself, I'm more so about how a man treats me. But I will say,
we being vain right now. Yes, we being shallow right now.
Vain, give me a light skinned nigga with braids. Not braids touching his neck, like actual. He can get a wash instead, have a doobie, have hang time, and all of that. Like, all right, I'm being vain. Give me Chris Brown.
You do love Chris Brown. You do love Chris Brown, right?
It was crazy. I was mad because nobody wanted to go with me to his concert tonight. So now I'm gonna have to go to the one in CT by myself.
You do like Chris Brown. All right, so there you go, Chris Brown. Next question. What is your thoughts on smashing on the first date?
We're grown.
You said with whom?
We're grown.
Yes.
Capital G, capital R, capital O, capital W, capital N. We're grown, period, point blank. I'm tired of hearing that, oh, if you fuck on the first date, you a hoe. Listen.
Who said that? That's not even like...
No, I'm saying that's the mindset that society gives women. If you fuck on the first date, you're a hoe. If you look good and I'm attracted to you and my nunu was tingling down there because whatever, nigga, I'm jumping on that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about.
Sometimes it's just a vibe, you know?
And so, that's it.
Sometimes a vibe. First of all, I've been in 2-3 serious relationships.
Uh-huh.
I still love these women to this day. You know, love is different, you know, but yeah. I slept with all of these women either the first or the second day.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a vibe. When your souls connect, how much time do you really need? If nature is running this course, that's because y'all really like each other, you know.
That's why I'm in this complicated ass relationship now.
You know, like, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah. And I respect that he was a gentleman. But for one, the energy was right, the vibe was right. You know, Pisces, all for the mental stimulation. And that wasn't the first date, actually, that happened. But if I'm gonna smash, I'm gonna smash. I don't care what nobody's talking about.
Yeah, so, you know.
Next.
Next. What is it? We gonna bump uglies? We gonna get it over with? You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen. First of all, we gonna listen to the next question, but a closed mouth don't get fed. And you test drive a car before you drive it off the parking lot anyway. So I don't see nothing wrong with a little bumping around in the words of R. Kelly on the first night.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next question. Because this is something I've seen women speak on, so I'm asking you, from your opinion, do broke men get better D than men with money?
So, the last time I dated a broke nigga was like 2000 something. And I'm trying to think about the whole.
Was he stretching it out? Was he laying the lumber down?
Yeah, but none of that made me go crazy. It ain't made me go crazy. But I hear that they do. Of course they do, because they don't do shit all day. If you think about it, I'm gonna say yeah, because my nigga's always busy. He can. I'm older than him by a couple years, and he can't even keep up with me. So yeah, broke niggas get a good beat. We ain't never lie, because a nigga that's busy don't really have the time to just, you know.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was fresh home from jail, the first couple years, and I was broke, I learned how to tear some pussy up. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of time on my hands. I got nights.
But why do men do that when they're broke? Like, what made you wanna? Cause you knew that you was broke, so it was like.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's more than one reason, but some of these reasons are: for one, you just got extra time on your hands. But for two, you a man. You have the desire to feel like a man. So if you ain't got no money, you don't own nothing, ain't got nothing going on. Yeah. The next thing is being able to conquer a woman in the bedroom. And for three, a nigga need a place to stay. You think you're gonna stay with a bitch and have her spend some money on you, take care of you, and you not make her climb up the ceiling? It's not happening. So those be the three reasons, you know. I was flat broke in my mother's house. I was still having mad girls coming to the crib, sometimes 2, 3 in a day. You know what I'm saying? I was putting in work. I ended up getting nice. And I know when I started getting nice because every nigga knows when you first start out, you're terrible. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? After a couple months, I started getting different reactions from bitches. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm a killer now. I was like, I'm a killer now. I'm a destroyer. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But all right. Cool. I feel like most women gonna answer that the same way. Next question. Let's up the spice. Let me find one of these shits. Matter of fact, we keep it a little similar. I only got maybe a couple more, and then we can wrap this up. What are your 3 favorite body parts on your man?
Wait, come back again. Say that again.
What are your 3 favorite body parts on a man?
I will say hands. I love a man that has good hands. The nails are just fucking immaculate. The face, especially if they have a beard. Facial features is a plus for me. And the beard, gotta have the beard. So that, and then I'll say the chest. The chest area. If they got a belly, some men with bellies is okay, but those are
Okay. And that was 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question. Give us a cheating confession right now. Back in the day, you was dissatisfied and you decided to get some get back. Tell us about it. It happened. Don't say it never happened. Everybody got at least one.
Okay.
Ooh, it done got quiet now.
All right, run that back again. Run that back, Turbo.
Give us a cheating confession right now. Back in the day, you got some get back. Because we know women like to get some get back.
Okay.
The nigga won't find out unless she want him to find out.
Oh, I've definitely done the get back in my younger days. Of course, I was young. My older kid's father, a habitual liar and a habitual cheater. Well, they just got tired of it. So my younger kid's dad, I met him, and my kids, the older one's dad would always be out, in the street, whatever he's doing. And I just decided to lock him out. The younger kid's dad came and stayed with me for a week. And it was crazy because then one of the days that he was there, the older kid's dad decided he wanted to fucking pop up.
Look at God.
So, and I'm not gonna lie, thinking about it now, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But back then, it was like, yeah, motherfucker, finally I caught your ass. And it did fuck him up, so it was fucked up. But of course, when you're young and dumb, you don't know no better. It felt rewarding then. But now as an adult, it was like, damn, bitch, that was stupid. But anyway.
Everybody has the moments.
Everybody has their moments. Yeah.
Everybody has moments. You know what? I'll give you a cheating confession too. So when I had my ex-girlfriend Brittany, right, and I can say this on public record because Brittany knows about all this, right?
Uh-huh.
I had found out, like I figured out a way to like make my baby mother my side bitch. So it's like my baby mother used to be on the block. So my girl would come early in the day. We do our thing. We do our thug thizzle. She would leave around 5, 6 o'clock. And then I'd be outside. So then I'd be outside till late. And me and my baby mama had this thing where, if we was drinking, we link up at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And we would handle our business. And something she'll never admit it, but I think the competition turned her on a little bit. The fact that she known that, you know what I'm saying, I just pounded something. And she knows exactly what I did. It turned her on a bit, and we used to get it in. But let me tell you how I got caught. I tried to cut it off because my girl was getting on to me. She's about to find out, so I cut my baby mother off. I'm like, yo, listen, we can't do this anymore. So what my baby mother does is she screenshots. This is when screenshots was first starting to cripple niggas. You know what I'm saying? She screenshots me talking to her, making plans to link, sends it to my girlfriend. Ruins my whole relationship. Me and my girlfriend break up for a bit, and then we got back together. My girlfriend cheats back. My girlfriend cheats back, and then I had to deal with that. That was the whole thing.
Nigga, you motto. When your man is cheating.
I used to be a scumbag.
Nah.
I used to be a scumbag.
Sometimes men deserve that though.
I deserved it.
Used to be a scumbag, so
I deserved it. I deserved it. All right, next question. Wildest place you ever had sex? Right now, tell the world. Expose yourself.
I would say so.
Yeah, outside somewhere. I know.
Swimming pool. Nice pool.
Swimming pool.
Yeah.
How you get that off? How you get that off in the swimming pool?
Oh.
Whose swimming pool? Is this like an Airbnb or something?
Nigga, you from the Bronx. Night pool used to go crazy. Don't act like you don't know.
Over there by Mulally?
Nah, Claremont, nigga. That shit used to go
Claremont? I ain't never been over there in Claremont at night.
Claremont was easy at nighttime.
Y'all was the only people in here?
Just a group of us used to just go to night pool, hop the gate, and fucking swimming. When the guards used to come with the light, you just hold your head under the fucking water till he leave. That ass. I never got caught, so I don't know. But I stay in the swimming pool.
You a soldier.
Fuck it.
You a soldier.
When you young, you do dumb shit. Like,
you a soldier. All right. Okay. Next question. Why do women... No, I'm gonna rephrase this.
Don't say me. Say, yeah, why
I'm gonna phrase this. Why do women discriminate against bisexual men and act like they won't date them, but they support everything else that got to do with the LGBTQ community? And another thing women do, they support the gays and a whole lot of shit, but as soon as they get into a personal issue with one of these people, they don't hold nothing back. This when you start hearing the slurs, all that shit. But why do women support the LGBTQ and they encourage certain things. Why they say on the other hand they support, they would date a woman themselves, some of them, but they would not date a man that's bisexual.
Okay, so I can support the LGBTQ. However, I'm not sleeping with a man that is bi.
Why not? What turns you off about that?
He might be a careless ass nigga, constantly getting drunk, and don't think because they gay, they don't do fucking careless shit. Those be the main ones. Next thing you know, you got some shit you can't get rid of. So I think that's the main reason behind it. Because you have a lot of men who will admit to being openly bi, even openly gay. But they don't tell you they the top. There's plenty that act like they're the bottom. I mean, they the top, but they the bottom. Correction. Now you know what transpires being a bottom. And a lot of them do drugs. They get high and they're fucking careless. I'm not saying all, but I think that's like the main concern. Now, I had a girlfriend before. Like I said, I was young and wild and dumb. Young and dumb, correction. And I'm attracted to certain females, I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
But they can chomp this carpet, but I don't chomp carpet. So wouldn't be an exchange. So I just don't go in that pond at all. But I think that's the main thing. Just safety issue. Because a lot of these men, they just be lying.
Okay.
Before you go to the next question, and as far as when we get into it, yeah, you motherfucker, yeah, you little gay bastard stuff. Not gonna lie. It's the same as when a dude is arguing with his shorty. Correction, let's take relationships out of this. Me and my homegirl arguing, she's all types of black bitches, fat bitches, this, that, the third, and the other. I'm all types of shit to her. If me and a nigga arguing, fuck you nigga, da 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 da. So I don't think it's necessarily to be mean to them, but that's just what it is. Because if you piss me off and we arguing, I'm gonna say some shit that I know is gonna fucking hurt your feelings. And that's even though my peoples and I love you dearly, yeah, fuck you, you hate it. Like, I'm being honest though. You asked the question.
I respect it. It's toxic. Everybody does it.
Everybody does it. Even they do it to each other. You know how much of my people who are in that community, and when they be arguing, I be seeing them.
They do it to each other.
And I'll be looking like, all right, I might say you gay bitch or some dumb shit or whatever you fucking fairy, but I'm not gonna say FOGGOT. That's a little bit extreme to me. Like, they be calling each other faggots and all that stuff. That to me is like,
yeah, they be letting me fly. That's like their version of like nigga.
Exactly. But for me, I'm not gonna get into an argument with them and use that word. I think that's very derogatory. Feel me? But yeah, me and my people get into it. They all types of shit. It's like I'm all types of shit. It is what it is. We gonna make up tomorrow. It'll be alright. Like.
All right. I got 2 more questions for you. The first one is not spicy at all. The last one is very spicy, and I want a detailed answer on the last one especially. But look, second to last one. This is a political question. What are your thoughts on trans women competing in physical sports with naturally born women? And I'm asking this because there are reports of trans women competing in martial arts and things like that with naturally born women, being way bigger than them, cracking their heads open, breaking their arms. A lot of people know about the trans woman who broke the swimming record.
Oh yeah. So
me, what do you feel like?
I feel like give them their
fair.
Give them like how they have Friday, and they have their own community of things, like outreach programs, and give them their own shit where they can compete against other trans women or other trans men. Because to me, it's not fair. I'm a natural born woman, and I have nothing against, like I said, I love the community. I have tons of people who are my day-to-day, day ones and day out, day in and out, that I will murk somebody about them.
Yes.
But I still feel like, and they'll even say it. One thing I love about them, people have the skepticism about them, but they be keeping shit 100 and they're cool as shit. Not all of them is stuck in this bubble. But anyways, back to that. Yeah, that's why I respect them, because they keep it straight. But anyways, that's another show. But it's not fair to me as a woman. My agility can go but so far because I am a natural born woman. Whereas you are a man. So your agility is 10 times powerful than mine. So because you choose to identify as a woman, I have to compete against you. It makes me feel small because it's like, and I get it, because maybe because of them identifying as a woman, competing against men who don't identify as a woman makes them feel weak. But me, who's natural born, how do you think it makes me feel? Like, I practice day in and day out to get my ass beat by a nigga that wanted to be a female. I'm already battling other women, bro. Now I gotta battle these women and you two women. So, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I think they should give them their own thing. So, triathlon, all trans. Swimming, all trans. Put the women with the women. Put the men with the men. So, if you are a woman that identifies as a man, go compete against other women that identify as a man. If you are a woman a man that identifies as a woman, go compete against other men who do that, because you're taking away, first of all, y'all fucking up the natural element of things, but I'm gonna mind my business on that. Like, that's just OD now.
Yeah, the rabbit hole get deep on that.
Like, you're doing too much. Be who you want to be. I will never stop you. I can't judge nobody. I got my own shit that I'm gonna have to, when my time come, I'm gonna be over there like, damn, I might go, I don't know, I'll probably go straight to hell, the shit that I done fucking did. But I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna be worried about myself, but it's not fair. It's not. You know that you're stronger. Now, martial arts, here's where my take on this is. If a man hit me and I call 911, guess who's going to jail tonight? Right? If a man hits me again, not call 911, he going to jail. And they gonna force me to press charges against the nigga, even if I just call 911 out of anger, cause nigga, you hit me. Cause women do it. And then get right back with the nigga as soon as they let him out from the precinct.
Yeah, I've experienced that. I've lived that. That's a fact.
So I think that's bugged out. Get them their own fucking Olympics or whatever the fuck that shit is they got going on. Give them, like, how they have their community, start producing these things for their community so we can be a fair exchange.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I agree. All right, final question. Tell us about the wackest dick you ever had in your life. I'm talking about nigga oversold himself. He looked like he was gonna put it down. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Son dropped his drawers, and he was like, yo, where's the rest of it? You know, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Finish 30 seconds. The wackest dick you ever had. You have to remember this, because I'm sure it was traumatizing. And I know if women get really, really, really great penis, she might tell her friends about it. If she get really, really terrible penis, she's definitely telling her friends about it.
I guess I'm not a woman then, because I don't tell my friends about my sex.
All right, you don't kiss and tell. I respect that.
The most I'm gonna do is Like, yeah, I fucked the nigga, but
yeah. And men accept that. Men accept that. That's another reason why we pride ourselves in having to do the deed. You know what I'm saying? We accept it. We're not even mad at that. We know women gonna do that.
Nah, I'm gonna tell my group chat, like, yeah, it's nah. But I'm not going into depths of no. But
yeah, wackest cocky schmuck you bad. Wack.
And the fucked up part about it is because he was packing. So I was expecting like some take me to the king type shit. That shit just had me like.
So he had no stroke.
The hell? Oh, they left the fucking door open. Is it me? I'm bugging. I see a fly, right? My fucking thing is always leaving the damn door open. Anyways, all right. Anyways, but yeah, like it was the worst thing ever because, like I said, he was packing. Then he was talking to me one like, when I see you, this, that, the third, and the other. And you know, women, they get on one daddy, like, yeah. Listen, I ain't even moved. Then he was on some like, all right, let me bend you over. So I was like, okay, maybe this might be his sport. Because some people, to me, I've met men that can't stroke missionary, but they give some strokes, back shots, right? But I'm like, okay. I ain't a female, I'm not putting my shit out there. That shit good, I'm throwing it back. I was just there like this the whole time. Like I ain't even want to arch my back, nothing. I'm just like,
ew. So what you did you did like the shell shit, the hunt shit?
I did like
that.
I ain't get no arch. I ain't do. You know how you just lay with your arms like, well, women. It was just like, no. It was no need to throw it back. It was just like he needs to hurry the fuck up. Like I'm ready to go.
You ain't even trying to make it lit. You was just done with the nigga. You was fed up cause he oversold it.
Oversold it. And I done had a nigga back in the day, that shit was like this. But he knew what the fuck he was doing, so it felt good. So.
Oh, man.
So, and I was traumatized. After that, I didn't want no more.
You ain't give him another chance?
No.
You didn't tell him?
No.
You didn't have an orgasm?
The sad part about it is that after he left, I went, took a shower, and I pulled my damn dildo out. I gave myself work.
Oh man, yeah, he fucked up. You ain't go to sleep? Yeah, he fucked up. You fucked up. Damn, so whoever that light-skinned nigga is, you fucked up, bro.
Wasn't light-skinned. First of all, let me make this clear. I date who I find I'm attracted to. Who I first.
You right. You a Pisces, man. I keep acting like I don't know, man.
My nigga just happen to be light skinned though, and he fine as fucking hell, and I be on that ass. Right now, I'm not on that ass, but.
Alright, man. This was a very interesting conversation.
I can't wait to upload it.
I will be sure to have you back as a guest. This is something new, so I really don't know what this is going to do. First, I'm posting this on my regular channel that I got, which got 16,000 subs. But I'm also going to post this